Ajuri de Sheng Matin Kenyatin Tekana West Nile TV sawa ramke LEMB ANGEYA kudagalu mission kasi abish mapodwashi de la madangu binu kumae. Dani ya ruwa kwayo jutiwi jaraja miosu. Katish pajadi pukeru nyutu aduwa giparombu megi minebi. Jukuloka uring piki mutukare manulu agdanu mapol kudi district matungtung matiu kujaraja esha Farish Majid utie kulembe mazo luagdani ya duramia ruwa majaraja miosu unyotu jeni migi ukwayo jutela pa government ni konyugi ipe kumaginie ukwayo jutela pa government ni konyugi ipe kumaginie eni iyo remeyubu igijaraja matek mashobuketu giwotu maber. Isawa majutela ya duramia ruwa ulia ujaraja eni. Kennedy Atama mute jaring piki ashel matiu kujaraja eni.
That has been the state.
Maurice Samuel Isodoro mutie ngati ashel mabedu iyo susel. Ukwayo bende jutela ya duramia ruwa ni binu karashelu. Ni konyo luagdanu mikabedu eni ipeku magibe kadhiye eni iyore miyobu jaraja matek.
Our cry is let the government be very affirmative. Let the politicians take this message program in the cities which have been recently approved by the government. Why is Arua city slow in working on the roads?
Kiasanko David mutie town clerk ya duramia ruwa uweshu jutela pa government ubeshiwo kuyore mapol midaro peku eni eka mikwayo luagdanu mikabedu esha ni kuyo kumgi mani wodhu adianga shwin.
Immediate challenge is how do we fix this place which looks to be really dangerous. Our borders are going over cliff. We wanted it is also because it was not planned in our next year budget. But this is an emergency. We want to treat it as an emergency. And as government, when it's an emergency, we look around. So we are trying to look around between the two divisions and see what do we do to allow people not to be risked like it is now.
Wadrisa mutie meya pi aduramia ruwa. Ukwayo luagdanu mikabedu eni ni kuyo kumgi. Pien government uwinju pipeku eni mangi beshiti iwie. Iyore migeru jaraja matek piniketu wotu ubediot igi.
But in the future, when we get some good funding, we're going to push this bridge from here to the other side so that the road is straight and the bridge will be raised.
Honorable Atima Jackson Butli, muteja wangdanu pi Arua Central Division Otmokushik, ushikre pinilubu toklembeni. Iyore miwakole mimi kushwak migeru jaraja matek.
I have asked for caution. I've asked them to be patient because today in our road committee meeting we resolved to mobilize local funds here as we also wait and appeal to the government, to the office of Prime Minister, to the disaster ministry to respond to this. We are raising money. Central Division, which is under my jurisdiction, is raising some money which we are going to present to the council quickly. City Road Committee is raising some money. We are also appealing to the office of the Prime Minister to raise some money. The engineers of the city have come up with a budget. First of all, they did a temporary design to resolve this problem so that the community is able to access the city and the city is able to access the community.
Jaraja miosu maluagdanu mapol ya duramia ruwa tiukuru unyotere muduaku wotutek ni luagdanu anzilo na imi district miterego maracha man madiokolo. Kashun with Fancy, Farish Majid, West Nile TV, LEMB ANGEYA. Fosh ni Farish Majid pinikelu ala maisha. Katish pada debukeri nebi ubedu kurombo madit. Maginyuta duogi magibedu kudu irombu mukado. Rombenu shoku jurutish kujutela pa government ngo. Niweshi kumkite mitimu tish maber mangila kuparo. Iko mtimu tish maber mani weku paro marash mashabuketu tish. Wotungo maber kingi. Wano alembe bang Alfred Jawok.
Katish pa Prime Minister ininda ngwen padima eni ginyutu aduogi milembe matongtong maginwango irombo mamigi ikuratish patish mitadero inebi district rombo maino bende utiepi ni medo keru nipongo kodevuja mitich matundu ibalwak dhano mitaderi district maisha isawa mirombo magiketu ginyutu bende lembe maginwango karawek getem medo kere kome Engineer Bolindi Bakulu mutie jatel widhano ma inne enyutu kabedo matongtong kamatela midero gitimi ema beri nebi district manke kamo be mito gimed romi ie aduogi mirombo maino bende unyutu bende ni judongo karachelo tela mitadero e sub county ko town council karachelo kulwak dhano
assessment as the local governments normally call it, but the local government management of service delivery performance assessment. We've conducted this assessment here in Nebi, starting from Monday up to today, and the team here has been very supportive. I'm greatly happy with the participation of the political leaders.
Para pa Honorable Orombi, Jawi Komdula Binyu Nebi District, ewacho ni ya maeni nyuto tuolo ich, karachelo duoka duogi mitich, ni dhano mitadero. Honorable Orombi bende wacho ya, bero mimedre patich milia witich matongtong eni, ubiketu bende, district ejatimo maber.
We have had the exit meeting with them. It has been commendable. They have been appreciating, particularly they say they have never seen hospital as clean as Nebi General Hospital in the whole of the country, Uganda in the country. General Hospital and also public facilities.
Dorothy Ajwang, mutie Chief Administrative Officer Nebi District, ekwayo tela mitadero, yagitiwi aduogi maginwango eni, pinimedu keruma megem.
Provide evidence and support the OPM team to conclude this exercise. As you are giving your remarks,
rombo maino ne makatich pa Prime Minister otemo nyuto bende tuolo ich mitich in Nebi District Local Government. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, LEMB ANGEYA.
Kolamba ngamo ay bang Alfred Jawok jukwayo government mi Uganda ni mikushwak ni sukuru mikam piniketu awia sukuru masamu piniketu awia sukuru mutie orenglueny kudo orenglueny ngo unwang ponjiri maber karagbe kuda nyi maber wanwang lembe bangunzima alan luak dano mipagirinya karashelo kudo orenglueny mabedu ikabedu esha ukwayo government ni mikushwak ni sukuru mawia mapol mabedi camp som iye juweshu lembe ni sawa mifosh mubedu isukuru mipagirinya majuluongo brilliant nursery ku primary sukuru mubedi ninda ngwen padu miraparario oru 2024 Eriku Christopher Muteja wijuponji misukuru wesha ukwayo government otish pajadi puker karashelu kuyupa UNHCR nimikushuak isukuru eni piniketu anyimpa wia ubed maber.
So pleased for the government of Uganda for all that they have done. Since in the year 2016 they have welcomed us here as a refugee and up to date we are working together with them. I argue the government of Uganda to do for us a great thing. So we are called Brilliant Kid, but before the name had been Mother Elena. But now we have moved to a Brilliant Kid. We are so happy to have you people by our side. There are challenges that we are facing, of which it has been addressed for you. I will not talk much about that, but I asked the government of Uganda, OPM, LWF, and together with UNHCR to support our school, which is going to build the children of South Sudan and Uganda at large.
Juan Jessica mute jaranyodo misukuru eni unyuthu kamaleng peko magikadhi iye isawa milwiny kujurani migi mi Sudan mayupiny manang podi gishakungo somu ing'om mi Uganda ma eweshu isukuru eni awia migi ubenwangu ng'esh mandiro matungtung mugamu loku yore mikwomigi.
In South Sudan, the education level there is not really up to date because there are a lot of challenges we are facing. The war, the interruptions, there are other teachers who are not really well trained like these teachers here. So there are a lot of improvement. Our children really have a great understanding. I know in future there will be a better citizens when they go back to South Sudan. I appeal to the government of Uganda to help this school bring scholastic materials, to help the teachers at least improve. They have a lot of challenges, chalks and other books actually in their school. They are not there, but I feel if those things are there, our school is going to be better.
Francis Bala Mutie, Managing Director Isukuru eni unyuthu kamaleng kitemagishaku kuduponji Isukuru eni ega mekwayo government kudilo mathenerengo ikum government mukende ni konyugi iyore mimi kushuak igi Sukuru eni pinijigo peko magibe kadhie man awia mute ikamp unwang ponjiri maber.
This community school came into existence after when the refugees are facing challenges in education. The available schools put by the stakeholders could accommodate like 150 learners in a class, of which it may have no future for the refugees' children. And then including other refugees members, we decided to mobilize resources to establish these temporary structures so that our brothers and sisters could access quality education. So as I speak of now, the school is 4 years in existence, and today we are actually celebrating the end of this year 2024, and our enrollment has now kicked to 614 due to the good learning the children are getting from here.
Kashindot Fancy Onzima Alan West Nile TV LEMB ANGEYA adwa kufoshiri de sheng matini ngati mtie kanana West Nile TV watunde jikipa LEMB ANGEYA mission kasia bish mabinu sawa marum kubangsheng nyangate Kashindot Fancy imediri kanana West Nile TV koyo mapo mbini weng Charles Streeter kuwaste time movie time shuku man Nile cast mabinu sawa share miruthe ni dogiri maber.
West Nile Regional League fixtures for March day 7 are up, and then for Friday there is 6th up to Sunday that will be 8th December 2024. We have a couple of fixtures, over 10 fixtures that will be going down. Where your team is playing is something definitely I will be giving you. Today, first on the fixture in the West Nile Regional League, March day 7, we shall be seeing a Clover Rainbow that will be having a data with Parombo Mission Stars. And then somewhere we shall be seeing a Nebi Central take on there is a Rua City. And then Barakala City will be taking on Ottoman Soccer Club, and then Koboko Rising Stars will be tussling it out with Raka Football Club. Nile Hippos will be taking on Rua Airfield, and then also in some of the fixtures within West Nile Regional League, March day 7, we shall also be seeing Okolo Central taking on the side from the border, there is the side from Leah, if you like, you can call them Alpha Rising Stars, and then we shall be seeing a coach Urban, there is in Yumbe that will be taking on Androvu United, and then somehow we also have Nyangilia Super Eagles that will be taking on a side that crosses using a ferry. I am talking about Jumani Town Council. They will be coming to Nyangilia to take on Nyangilia Super Eagles. We shall also be seeing Visoni taking on Pakwachi Young Stars in there. Pakwachi has two Youngsters has two fixtures, by the way. There is one in a West Nile Regional League, and then there is another in a Stanbic Uganda Cup. Remember, they are still there. And this very level where Pakwach Youngsters has reached, this level is where they did beat Alpha Rising Stars. They were visitors, and Alpha Rising Stars was on, but they took the bragging rights for that very day. So that, of course, did propel them to the next stages of Stanbic Uganda Cup. Just a reminder. Pakwach Youngsters is actually one side that we did see go a little bit far. That was in last season's Stanbic Uganda Cup. I think in West Nile, they were representing with the Germany Town Council. There was Pakwach Youngsters, and then there was Pajule. And then I think somehow they fixed Pakwach and Pajule. I don't know who ejected who, but I think Pakwach ejected Pajule, and then they went to play Chitara in Masindi, and they also did win that very game. And we did see them go to greater heights. Are we going to see Pakwach Youngsters also do the same this very season? That is the question left to you, viewer, and me. And of course, how far they will go is also another question that I will be leaving to the entire management team and board members of Pakwach Youngsters are in there. And remember, they have two fixtures. That is within Stanbic Uganda Cup and also in West Nile Regional League in there. So in West Nile Regional League, Pakwach Youngsters will be taking on Visoni, and Pakwach Youngsters is traveling down to Vura. That is in Arua district, where they will be taking on there is Visoni. And then somehow there will their Rising Stars will be taking on the United, and then Odramchako will be taking on Total, and somehow last on the fixture we shall be having Okokore United taking on Tipsha. These are some of the games that definitely we shall be seeing go down in West Nile Regional League Match Day 7 fixtures. And these fixtures will be kicking off from today, Friday, that is 6th, I was about to say 6th October. Thunder should scatter my mouth for wanting to take people behind. The year is coming to a close up. Me, I'm taking people on reverse. Okay, 6th December. 2024, there is today Friday. We shall be seeing some of these games that I just did give you some of the fixtures that will be running down in West Nile Regional League Match Day 7 from today 6th December, Friday up to Sunday 8th December 2024 in there. And how definitely how your team will be playing, what some of your predictions could be is definitely something that you should be watching in there. And remember, there are a couple of big league fixtures that are coming through, that of course are coming through in there. Which team shall be playing what is something that I would be liking us to shift our focus to definitely before we look into some of the results that we did. Whistle Time Desk West Nile TV did register definitely in between the week from the Uganda Premier League in there. Remember, this weekend Big League returns, where we shall be seeing from 7th, Chigezi Homeboys will be taking on Chiyinda Boys, and then Blacks Power will be taking on Pai the Black Angels. Remember, Blacks Power is home in their recent away trip to Greenlight Stadium, Betarua City, where they did play on Duparaka Football Club. And Duparaka Football Club did wallop them 3 goals properly. That was transport for going back to Lira. This time around, Blacks Power will be welcoming at Kibwa Stadium. Blacks Power will be welcoming. There is Pai the Black Angels, the Giants, I should say. And Boma will be taking on Buhimba. And then Busoga United takes on Tunga Saze. Karokarunji will be taking on our Yumbe-based side. There is a Calvary that currently sits on top of the table. Meanwhile, Onduparaka Football Club that did win in the last outing, where they were the hosts where they did host Blacks Power. They did beat them 3-0. This time around, Onduparaka Football Club travels away to there is the eastern part of the country, where they will be taking on Kataka Football Club in there. These are some of the fixtures that definitely will be coming through over the weekend, and I would like us to also have a look into the table standings and how the tables look like before these fixtures come through. In the table standings, just like I had said, on top of the table, in position number 1, we have a Calvary Football Club that has 17 points. Another team number 2 is a Gaddafi Football Club that also is tied on the same points with Calvary. There is a 17. And then position number 3, we have the Lira Base side. There is a Blacks Power that has a 16 points. Then position number 4, we have Wunduparaka Football Club, the Arua City Giants, that has accumulated 15 points, together with Boma that sits in position number 5 with also 15 points. And then we have the Paitha Giants that are representing the greater Alur sub-region in the UPL. There is a Paitha Black Angels. They sit in position number 6 with, of course, 13 points. And then in position number 7, we have Buhimba that has accumulated 12 points. And then in position number 9, position number 8, we have Chiinda Boys. They also have 12 points. And then position number 9, we have Chigezi Homeboys. They have 10 points onto their bags. And then we have Kataka, who sits in position number 10 with also 10 points. And then in position number 11, we have Karokarunji that has collected 9 points into their bag. And then position number 12, we have Ntunga Sazei that has collected 8 points into the bags. And then in position number 13, we have Arua Hill that initially used to be in Arua City, but now they have shifted focus into Gulu. That is where the base is. They sit in position number 13 with 7 points. And then position number 14, we have Busoga United that have accumulated only 5 points into their bags. And then lastly is Mida that also has 5 points into their bags in there. So definitely after the fixtures that I gave you before the tables change, that is exactly how the big league tables look like. Where does your team sit at? Is your team doing very well? Are they sitting in the relegation zone? Are they trying to sneak up from the relegation zone? It is, of course, my duty as Susie to give you what exactly your team looks like. Which team is your club playing next is something that I already did give you in there. Where your team sits on the table is something that I have also given you in there. And remember that of course brings us to there is UPL, and UPL, there is Uganda Premier League, is currently ongoing. And of course we did see a couple of fixtures that went down in between the weeks, or in between the days of the weeks. We did see games yesterday, we did see games the other day. I think possibly there will also be games today. There are fixtures here that will be going down today. How these fixtures will be going down is definitely something we shall be discussing to you here. So long as you glue to West Nile TV, trust you, trust us, trust me, you. That definitely you shall be updated with, of course, the best, the most trending in the breaking stories, even before you get to hear it anywhere. Of course, just like I had said, we shall be looking at some of the results that came through from UPL in there. Remember, Lugazi's Mbekeika, not afraid of historically strong in the reigning champions soccer club Villa. Today, just like I had said, we shall be having a couple of games that will be going down on the scoreboard of the Uganda Premier League. Friday, 6th, 2024 December, we shall be seeing Chitara taking on Mbale Heroes that will be at Butema at 4 p.m. And then Soccer Club Villa will be taking on Lugazi at 1 Kilikuku, also at 4 p.m. Let's look at, of course, the game where Lugazi Football Club takes on the current reigning champions of Uganda Premier League season 2023-2024. Lugazi assistant coach Oliver Mbekeika has no fears about facing record winners and reigning champions soccer club Villa. The two sides face off at Butesa 2 Stadium 1 Kilikuku today, with the Jogos aiming to return to winning ways by, of course, maintaining their decent home record in the division so far. Lugazi come into the game on the back of the 6 unbeaten matches since defeat to Maroons in October. Villa is a team which made history in the past days, but we currently believe the players are the same these days. These awards that came through from the assistant coach or the assistant gaffer, Madam Oliver Mbekeka, the assistant gaffer of Lugazi Football Club. We are facing Villa as a name, but we don't fear them because we have worked on the attitude and character, which is very, very important. She added. Mbekeka cited an example of the KCCA game which ended in a 1-all draw stalemate with the Lugazi side coming from a goal down, where of course we did see Lugazi tying KCCA, and they did share in the spoils during that very game in there. And then she also goes ahead and says that if you look at the KCCA game, we were dominant but missed a couple of chances, and it's the same way we shall approach the game with Villa today at 4 p.m. We are not going to fear or respect them, but we shall equally compete, because in the UPL every team is the same and every team deserves to win. Those, of course, are words of the assistant coach of Lugazi Football Club, Madam Oliver Mbekeka. And then she, definitely in history, we know that Lugazi sit 12th on the table standings of Uganda Premier League with as many points, and they must, however, be wary of Villa's threatening attack at home, where they have collected 13 points over their 14 points due for the season. On there is the home plays or the home fixtures in there. Patrick Kakande, Hakim Chuanuka, and company will be very vital for Villa Soccer Club, who understand that failure to win this fixture could see them lose grip over their title defense this very season, where of course shall we be seeing Villa retaining in the win, or still being the champions over the Uganda Premier League season 2024-2025? Radio, that is a question for me and you. This will be the first competitive meeting between the two sides. In the other Premier League match on Friday, Chitara also hosts Mbale Heroes at Royal Park, Butema. Other match day 11 fixtures that definitely shall be proceeding tomorrow include Solitilo Bright Stars will be taking on Vipers at Kavumba 4 p.m. And then we shall also be seeing a KCCA, of course, a welcoming Express at Lugogo, and Floodlights. And this game will be at 7 p.m. What shall be some of your predictions? You can give us some of those predictions, of course, on you can give us some of the predictions on our different social media handles, or wherever you can be catching us from. You can drop in your comment there ahead of these games that definitely I have given you. Chitara Football Club, yes, they also have a game. Do they have a chance to climb out of relegation? Remember, the season did not start on a good notice for there is a Chitara Football Club. They currently sit in the red zone, that is the relegation zone, and they have a game today. Definitely shall we be seeing them get off there is the relegation zone. Chitara have an opportunity, by the way, to move out of relegation zone for the first time in a long period, but they must overcome newly promoted Mbale Heroes today, where of course they will be having a date, and Chitara sits home, Mbale Heroes travel. So Mbale Heroes is the visiting side, and remember, there is always a star, there is always luck into the 12-man squad. So definitely shall we be seeing Chitara using this 12-man squad at Butema in the Royals Park Arena. They have literally also picked defeat down there. So this time around, I don't know whatever it is that will turn out, but Whistle Time Desk shall be down on grounds to, of course, collect you all the information that is needed, how the game went, and all that shall be brought to you here tomorrow. And also, before tomorrow, you can get this on our subsequent social media handles. The Royals come into the game on the back of two decent results, which include beating UPDF 4-0 and drawing goalless with Vipers away in their last outing. They are a stubborn side with good coaches and players, and we must beware of that, said Waswa Bosa. But playing at home gives us a good chance, and we shall do all it takes to bag all 3 points. Are you seeing Vipers bagging all 3 points from Chitara? I don't know. It's left for me and you, and it's also left for the 90 minutes of play how this shall come out. At the moment, Chitara are further from the bottom with 8 points, and victory will take them above Wachiso Giants, who occupy the slot just above the relegation zone, and probably Lugazi, if they don't get a point in the Villa clash at 1 Kulukuku today 4 p.m. Mbale Heroes, managed by Asaf Mwebaza, second from bottom with the same points, and so similar results will also take them out of the red zone. And just like I had said, there are a couple of games definitely that will be going down in there for the within the UPL match day fixtures in there. And of course, before we go in for a very short commercial break, remember Dennis Omedi has been one of his goals has of course been nominated for there is the FIFA Puskás Award, and then also another different award in there. And also in some other stories, remember locally here, by the way, a couple of our boxers, do we call them like that? These ones who practice ngumi, do we call them boxers? Definitely something like that. We have a couple of them that have gone out, and also we have a couple of support that did come through from one of our own. There is a Malingumu Diku who is out of the country currently. And of course, he sends in a couple of support through his country delegate, Mr. T.O.K. Badru. There are a couple of West Nilers that will be representing the West Nile region on Uganda Novice Boxing Championship. And they are as follows: Atibuni Sunday, who will be representing on the 45 kilograms. And then we have Umar Salsha on the 54. We have Washuli Zuberi, 57 kgs. We have Kashim Stink, who is 57 also. Denny David, 60. Dest Mandefu, 63.5. And then we have Salim Musa. And then for the girls novice, we have Tizio Kevin, and then Nachimuli Nancy. These are some of the names that you will be expecting to represent West Nile in there is the Uganda Novice Boxing Championship. And then Uganda Boxing Championship League Week 15, which is on 7th this week, definitely. Today is 5th already, so definitely this will be on Sunday. This week we have Fuambe Shamim, who will be representing West Nile. And Uganda Boxing Championship League Week 16, December, will be having the following West Nilers that definitely will be representing in the novice. We have Oleru Saida, who will be taking on Michael of Lukanga Boxing Club, and then Latifa Gift, who will be taking on Kalunji Evelyn in the same boxing issue. So definitely these people need our support, so we should really come through and rally behind them. So because they are out there representing West Nile, they need our support. We need to rally behind them. The West Nilers that are outside, that are near these places where the novice boxing championship will be taking place, come through and support the boys, come through and support the girls, give them the morale, give them the financial support that they deserve. West Nile TV, Whistle Time Desk will also be compiling all these stories. All you have to do is keep it to West Nile TV. We're off for a very short commercial break. When we return, we shall return with more of the stories.